Do you remember the song? A little bit. A little bit. It changes the light. They remember. It remembers to the... They remember the ensemble. They still listen. Devotional. Did you see them? Yes, they are sitting in front of each other. They're looking at each other. She kept silent. She didn't ask. The noise starts again. The sentence is open. She felt that it would be finished later. They won't jump the gun on themselves. They won't rush. And then she breaks the silence. The story was about this certain sound. This certain sound, the sound of a sound, the noise of a noise, the voice of a voice. Yes, about this certain sound, a non-linguistic noise, like a foreign language when it's impossible to relate, when language turned into sound turned to that noise. It was difficult to remember, to evoke things like that. It turned to a fragment concerning the journey. Yes, it was a fragment, because it was not meant to be with an ending. There were a few pictures, drawings too. The wind would still blow with this peaceful bliss. The wind would accompany themselves, and it was spring. The spring of the wind, of the forgotten winter, of our story, the story between two voices. The story starts. It starts before hearing the sound of the paper, before turning the pages, and now it gets slightly visible. The story, it starts there. It starts, like each story, as a continuation of another story, like every story. Also, this story appeared as a continuation of a non-existing story. Then they speak to each other. They speak to each other how it used to be spoken. He is saying what he would have said. That he arrived. That he arrived. That's what he would have said before one knows each other, before getting close to each other, before touching each other. He would have said that he would like to get used to her. His accent expresses an irresistible hope. Music starts again, low and gentle. They would feel that they have the same relation to the sun, and that they see clear again. They see the doom, the fatality, that he is trying not to understand, not to regret, the constancy, a specified period, an ephemeral feeling, the feeling of the continuance, the constancy, an event of pricking up one's ears to a mellow chord. He would ask, when did the story start? And she would say that it would start with the beginning of the noise. And then the lovely chime is demanding. Somebody is crying of happiness somewhere. And again the light. Then the light is changing and it grows and suddenly it's sought. And again the night. And again the night again. She said that she is longing, that she would like to be alone in company of the constancy, that they are afraid to call it whatever, and then suddenly they would know that they would stay together sharing the last moment. The noise is removing, and they try and listen to it longer, and then they give up. Someday nothing is happening. It was raining. Someday nothing happens. That's it. Someday nothing happens. And it's raining and the sky was gray. The light was flat. And then the night was coming. Was there no relation which could be compared? No. Without future and past, and then a fore and later, changed by the perception of time, when later became a fore, something find finds an end on the threshold of the forest, then it was described in an article, in a story, and later in an audio drama and in a film. Maybe it was too much happiness all at once. Too much. Maybe. I can't remember. I don't know it anymore. Daily things covered in it, at least. And then after a while, it was over. Nobody was crying anymore. Maybe he preferred to live. Maybe that's why he was going away. He didn't call her back. They only could see each other. A film moment. A moment of endless pain, an expanded moment of sorrow, a moment of suffering, moments lost in time. The auditors are still waiting. One owns, one owes them the spectacle. The event. One told them what happened. One told them already about the pain, about how long the pain is, how the pain changed, the second migration, the second riverside, riverbank, the second love. The second love. The movie wasn't shot. The article wasn't written. Nobody wants to raise the sorrow again. It would be no good. A song would be heard, the story would never be written, never be told, and then the arriving of the discomfort. The movie that would never be shot. The diability. Then he would say it's an event commonly known. The wind is carrying the voice away. It would be a noise after a while, then something changed, the changing increases. All noises of that period die here. They would still die here, like fresh fallen snow, like a blanket. Choking, the sound of snow, the noise of a noise. The wind is carrying the voices to that place. She said that she wasn't that close to somebody before. Somebody is crying. Somebody is crying because somebody was lost. So desolate. So bleak. So bereft of the object of longing. That dates back several years, they say. It was lost everywhere. He would have left and started searching. Yes. Actually, everywhere of all, everywhere, she said that he gave her different names while she was searching. They only kept a few words, and rapidly they stopped searching. It was not sure what was said. At the end of the hard day, some people, they find some reason to believe. They find some reason to believe. Neither at day nor at night they could live with this relation. While they lost it before it arrived, before it reached them, the noise swells and removes again.